Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-dun-da-na-na-na-na. 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 Da-na-dun. Ladies and gentlemen, gods and lilies, I would like to say welcome back to another episode of yours truly. This is that By the Way podcast. And, I think you could probably tell that there's a slight smoothness. Maybe I'm finally in my lane, More importantly, it's nice to have you all there. It's nice to be alive. It's nice to be alive. More importantly, I would like to say this. There's something about the things that you can't really explain, right? And it's like gratitude or betterment. And it's like, catching yourself. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. Well, I do know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I'm not necessarily saying it. But I'll get back to that. Let me finish this. I'll say definitely welcome back. It's nice to be back with you guys. Like, it's amazing. Beautiful minds, and I can't just say guys. There's minds out there that light up and frequent off all different types of energies, and y'all mess with me. So, yeah. I like to say this to anybody that is feeling down, to anybody that is feeling useless, to anybody that is feeling I want to say this. Let's take some time out to girls just want to have fun. I realize that girls just want to have fun. Whether she knows it or not, girls just want to have fun. Never forget that. I think if everybody always remembers that girls just want to have fun, then I think that's like half of a dance puzzle. Now men just want to what? Oh, I was probably going to say fuck. Isn't it so funny how women have the ability to never be in anything concrete, just be on the scale of things sometimes. Like even that phrase, girls just want to have fun. But when you see a girl have fun, that could be a multitude of things. Not really. I think that men that give themselves chances and aren't blinded by just ass, that can look upward or forward or beyond. I think those are the ones that are living life in a degree. I definitely think there's a balance. I think man has the ability to put his mind, talent, skills, body, and life force to anything that he envisions. I think one thing about man is that tunnel vision could be a thing. It seems like humanity doesn't really do well with balancing multiple complex branches. Some can, some can't. But yeah. Oh, let's take a side note. I would like to say, PayPal. We're gonna get it. We definitely gonna get it. You know, I would like to say this about PayPal. You know, one thing about PayPal, I actually do use PayPal. Like, I really do use PayPal. And to be honest, it's actually that's the only reason I'm talking about it, because I actually use it. I don't use, well, I really don't use, I can't even, yeah, I don't use the other one, so, yeah. But, yeah, again, like I say, shout out to PayPal. I definitely think we can do some amazing things. And, you know, to be honest with you, if there was a way that, you know, I could set up a deal where my listeners are, you know, let's say we put out a magic number, and whatever transaction they've done since then, they could get it refunded. That'd be dope. Or maybe we could do some other things. But I would love to get something popping with PayPal. Definitely for my listeners as well, and I think they would love to profit as well if they can. So there could definitely be or even if there's a, you know, I don't know, like a code where they aren't charged for an extended period of time to transfer between accounts. So we could definitely work out something. PayPal, hit me up. I got some beautiful minds that are trying to expand and do some amazing things. And yeah, let's get it. I have to say something. So something actually happened. So I'm at a crossroad. I'm at a crossroads right now, but I'm not worried. I'm actually feeling more comfortable than ever, ironically, in my life. And I could tell you about this crossroad. So something in my personal life happened where I am here to discuss with you all. And the reason I'm discussing it is because I want to change the world. I want to leave it better than when I found it. And I have people in my life. I may not be the most famous or infamous or whatever the fuck, popular or whatever, but the people I do know, I care about. I would like to say, I guess I could put a date on it, but today is Sunday, right? Today is Sunday. So last Tuesday, all right, here I go. So this is the blending of my life and my pod. But I guess my life is my life. So there's no differentiation, right? Okay, cool. So last Tuesday, my little sister, I have two sisters. You all have definitely heard me speak of one of them. It's not that I'd ever tried to leave out my other one by any means. Actually, I've given her shout outs too. I don't know if people call it, but my other, my baby sister, my younger sister, she made an attempt on her own life Tuesday. And my sister is, it's so weird because I can't really, well, I could talk about anything, but it's very close because we obviously have a father that is a connector between the two. I'm not the closest with my father. I do, if anything I could say to those out there, I would definitely, I would always love to support having a close, dope, amazing relationship with your father. I think that's amazing. I envy it. And I think it's an amazing thing. So, and, you know, one day if I become a father, I would love to be super close with my son. Super close. Like, like you have no idea. So, I'm saying all that to say that my sister, you know, she made an attempt on her life with some pills, and through some, you know, some medications and things, whatever. Now, I want to actually talk about that. That affects me in so many ways. And it's not about me, it affects her. It's about her that affects me. I love how people talk about a problem and then start talking about themselves immediately after. But no, when I first heard this news, there's so much rushing through my mind because I have to admit, I am a beautiful, divine spirit. I think we all know that. But in my human existence, I too am on a journey. I too struggle. I too fumble. I too make mistakes. And I too, like I said, all in all, is on a journey. It's not all bad. It's not all pain. But I think there's different levels and multitudes of pain that I do experience that pull me due to responsibility, due to wanting more, due to wanting to be more for those around me. And as I do understand, it's not about just those around me, it's about myself. The beautiful notion. My mom has this beautiful saying all the time. She says, it's just simple. You can't help nobody until you help yourself. So worry about yourself. Which I definitely do. Which, by the way, ironically, it's 5:55 right now. When I said that, it's so crazy. But, yeah. I am me. So what does it mean to say I am me, right? Basically, it's saying you're redundant, right? You're basically trying to put some emphasis on the location of where or who you are to a degree. But when I say I am me, that entails a lot, which governs or controls or even just the way I'm operating. I haven't really met many like me. And to be honest, I consume myself with evolution. I consume myself with trying to be better. But at the end of the day, I need to evolve in other ways as well. And I believe not just me. We all have to and need to evolve. Not have to, but we all need to evolve to be ready for whatever comes when it comes our way. And it's not about something in a defensive mode. It could be offensively. It could be an emotion as well. It's not always something that is a fear-based thing. Sometimes you want to be prepared for, let's say, the most perfect thing in your life is going to come. You want to have the most perfect fit for when it comes, whether it's an intangible thing that just fits in you, whether it's something that fits in only your hands, only your finger, whatever the case is. But I'm saying, there's a time where you want to work on yourself to be able to receive whatever that is. I feel a big part of that in me right now. I really do. I'm not saying it's the PayPal deal. It could be. PayPal, hit me up. But no, it could be anything. I'm watched in so many ways. I'm heard in so many ways. And more importantly, I feel it, which is so dope, I care about my listeners. And the theme here will always be philomath, a lover of learning, a lover of betterment, next level, forward motion. I think even as we make mistakes, our mistakes pull us down to the point we make our mistakes loops until we can look up and then break out of the loop and then move forward. Instead of you wasting that time or that having to go through that, I would like to continue to have you to understand forward motion in a balanced way. Because you don't want to have forward motion all the time, never really realizing what actually is, because you're always constantly, So, I'd like to give some shout outs. I'd like to give a shout out specifically to someone that is special in my life, actually. But I never really noticed it. And it's so funny, the pocket that they are in my life and existence. It's like they're in and out, but they're so close but so far away. And it's like not many people can fit that notion or that characteristic in my life. But I would definitely like to say shout out to my god sister. I'm gonna keep her name off. I don't really name drop like that. But more importantly, she's an amazing woman. I don't know if people know this. I think people do. I think that I could say this because I'm kind of new into it, but apparently I look really good. And obviously I could tell when a person is attractive or how their world has just created from whatever it is. And growing up with my stepsister, no, not stepsister, my god sister, I've seen how dudes reacted and how dudes were, and she was her. She was just strongly her. And I'm saying that to say that it's something I'm saying about. Oh, yeah. I say one thing about my god sister is she's definitely a beautiful person, and I think a lot of people know. Well, obviously, people recognize beautiful people, but I don't think people understand what beautiful people go through sometimes. And I think sometimes with beauty, and this isn't to come down on beauty. Beauty is a beautiful thing, and to be honest, the world in itself or existence should be balanced enough to process, respect, and ingest something, and But I definitely would say this. My god sister, she's been very instrumental, and she's been very positive, throughout all this. And her being a couple years older than me, and us having talks because we basically like somehow run into each other every 3-4 years or whatever the case is, randomly. It's nice to see how she balances the things that she does, even though sometimes she feels that she needs to balance it better. And I think some people don't even understand how beautiful that the fact that they think they need to do better when they already seen as doing good by others is. But sometimes, as always, we all don't know each other, what everybody goes through. But we also don't know how we're seen either. So yeah. But no, definitely. I have some good people in my ear, by all means. I just try to keep myself level-headed at different times in my life. I definitely have some people that got my best interest, and more importantly, I would like to maintain, but also give to those relationships. I don't want to just take. I don't want to just take. I do want to give. I want to give a lot, actually. But I believe, I got to give to me in order to have something to give. That's where that take care of yourself before you can take care of others comes into play. It's been a while. I noticed I didn't do it in the last couple pods. I want to take a time to show love and support to the pod. By all means, I definitely do. If you would like to show love, donate, you definitely can via PayPal. Shout out to PayPal once again. And here at By the Way podcast. Hold on. Before I even do that, I wanted to make a brief intermission. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is that By the Way podcast. Your host with the absolute most. And with that being said, This is that, by the way, by the way. I would like to say you can definitely donate, show support in general, the pod via PayPal. You can do so at Wickush. Again, that's WICKUSH. Again, that is Wickush, or at WICKUSH. And just one more time for all those that gotta hear, maybe some people gotta hear and hearing aid. You never know. It is a podcast. Again, it's Wickush at WICKUSH. All right, back to the pod. I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I was thinking, I really hope that you all's lives are smooth out there. From the things that you do at work, I think it's pretty dope for that. Any of you all that have careers out there, first of all, kudos, pat yourself on the back. You did that. It's so dope to be able to formulate or like create a life for yourself to a degree. Well, just in general, I guess. So I really hope there's a lot of smoothness in you all's lives. I know a lot of people take the smallest things in life for granted, from even the sleep that you have before you even wake up and have the day. Like, I wish you amazing sleep. I mean, that sleep that, like, you wake up, you feel fully regenerate, your back not hurting, you feel great, you feel like you got to take over the world type shit. Like, everything is healed, everything is great in your body, feeling amazing. Like, I really want that for you. And just smoothness in general. I know a lot of people don't always get smoothness. I know there's a lot of, I don't want to necessarily say the waves, but ricochets of just static. Yeah, static at times. In the energy world, I mean, you want static when you want static, but sometimes, I mean, we need smoothness right now. The world needs smoothness. People need smoothness. But see, the thing is, this is it. Everybody's going through their own thing. So therefore, the reality of what they're going through creates a smoothness, a static. And I would like to say this. Not only a beautiful day that I wish upon you. Not only a smooth day that I wish upon you. A fulfilling meal I wish upon you. A fulfilling conversation I wish upon you. A fulfilling interaction I wish upon you. A fulfillment. I wish the magic back in your cells, in your veins, in your feet, in your chest, your breasts, your back, your whole body. I don't care who you are. Like, I wish that the magic back in you. That you have a smooth dance on your journey. I notice that a lot of us forget that, sometimes there is no time. There's a time and a place for everything, right? My mom told me there's a time and a place for everything. For some reason, I feel that you can dance in multiple ways at the same time, which I guess doesn't make sense or isn't healthy. I don't know. But although there is a time and a place for everything, I think right now, the world isn't static. Right now, a lot of negative. A lot of people are in pain. A lot of people are worrying. A lot of people are fearful. A lot of people are hungry. A lot of people are desperate. And the time and the place of now requires a certain adjustment that not everyone is truly doing. But it's difficult to do an adjustment. Everybody is playing America's game and don't even really notice it at times. On a wheel, constantly moving, constantly going, constantly worrying. And that's ridiculous because we're on the frequency or the notion of a society. When really, plants, vegetation grows around you if given the capability to do so without it being cut, burned down, or whatever. Or, cement all over. But when you're on the frequency of the earth and every vegetable, everything around you is growing slowly but surely, only for you. You kind of slow down because you don't have to go off the whole notion of what comes in on a truck. But when you do play the game of America and they have your resources are taken away. But we are our resources. We are the food trucks. We are the this. We are the that. But we haven't really cultivated a world where we come together and we make it happen. I've spoken about a utopia multiple times, and it seems like the world just still doesn't get it. If you expect me to yell or get upset or angry, I think everybody is stressed out. With my pod, I try my best to, like I always tell you all, I value this. I feel like there's a responsibility there. And since I value this, I want to give you all positivity. But I do know we're in the world of the midst of so many things going wrong. On a wheel and a clock that's just fucked up and broken and just, yeah. But, I just really hope that, of course I hope, but I'm tired of hoping. And sometimes it's like I stated previously. That's why it's difficult for me to pod at times. Only because I be feeling like there's something else. Not something else. I love this. And I've said that before. But what I'm saying is that sometimes I want to get up and do. But I think what I have to realize is that this is me getting up and doing. I think this here is my doing. Maybe I never noticed it before. But this here is my purest transmutation of energy. If you only knew. If you only knew the pain that reigns. If you only knew. Alright, never mind. I want to go. But, no, definitely. You all stay strong out there. Even in love, those that are in love, those that are in relationships, I want to say something to those in relationships out there. To be honest with you, this is what I want to tell you. Unless that person is serious about you, unless that person is serious about you, unless that person is a warrior in what you all have, a bond is a bond. There's different qualities and levels of bonds based off energies. And usually, most people can be taken away because there's always a different, a stronger type of bond that's more suitable for whatever that person is. A lot of us don't realize that a lot of multiple people can go to one energy, where people's emotional intelligence fight what they feel and want. So nobody really lives their lives of the truestness. Which, in general, ladies, I would like to say something to you all. I want to tell you all something, which you may not want to hear. And I've spoken about it before, but this is with a different type of thing. But it's not about casting or coming down on anybody. I just think that once we all can accept and have a much smoother life and a much more honest and fulfilling life. Honest, we can have a much more fulfilling life. So the reality is, a lot of us don't really go off our truest nature. And our truest nature is not what we're doing right now. Our truest nature is what we feel and expressing it. But that nature in itself would be balanced to a life that is suitable for that nature. The world that we're in now is not suitable for that nature. We chastise, demonize, and cover up the one thing that is a representation of life, which is the breast. So until humanity or people in general can mature up or be able to see past a certain light, we should live in a society, and this is off the tangent of what I was actually going to say. We should be living in a society where, yes, I do understand women wear bras or whatever due to whatever they want, the shape of their breasts to maintain or whatever they want. But we should be able to live in a society where a woman can walk bare chest. We should be able to live in a society where the norms of that isn't super crazily out of the ordinary. I feel like right now our world is very crazy. And we say things are sexualized, but it's not really true, because life is sex. Life is sex. Everybody's afraid of life. You're not afraid of sex. Everything is lifealized. That's what it is. It's not just sexualized, because even the creations of the ideas that they usually can be generated from sexual energy or because of sex. Somebody wanted to impress or whatever with somebody else and they did something, whatever. So I think that we have to change the way we look at the world, because, we say sexualized, but I think the word sexualized in its own is such a demonic word in its own nature. We say sexy, we say this and that, which is cool, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to play, be facetious about it. But at the end of the day, what is. And I think that we aren't honest in life with children about life. We aren't honest with ourselves about our lives or the lives of those around us, because we've grown into a world where we've been taught to hide our body, hide our emotions, hide our intentions, hide everything. Everything is out here like a wild, wild west in a weird way, where we have a society. We live in a world where we have more community probably than we've had in previous times. I'm pretty sure the Wild Wild West was very fucked up. So if you take this time to there's so much more community and advancement in society to a degree. I mean, don't get me wrong, it benefits certain people and not others. Ladies and gentlemen, trauma is real. Trauma is real. I'm taking this time to say, if you're going through something, stop arguing. Stop being a problem. Just stop it. Don't. And I'm not blaming you. I'm saying whatever you give to fuel anything, don't fuel anymore. Let those flames die out. Don't feed into negativity. Don't feed into arguments. Don't feed into bullshit. Don't feed into it. Stay away from it. I don't know who needs to know that or hear that, but I believe that the world has a way of pulling you in various ways. Various ways. I didn't touch too much on my little... That sounded very weird and whatever. I didn't touch too much on the topic of my little sister, but that's what I was saying. It's a threshold between my personal life and here, and I wish my sister the absolute best. Right now, she is in a psychiatric hospital, and I can't go visit her. Excuse me. Hiccups. I can't go visit her due to COVID restrictions, which needs a pod of its own. I feel like the COVID thing we haven't talked about, but I'm going to give you all... I think we need a whole pod of that, a whole episode. Like, I can't just cut in on that one. But more importantly, if you all can, extend your energy to my baby girl so that she can heal her mind, her spirit. She can relax. She can get a break away from pain, stress, and pressure. Because growing up under the roof of my father, I do understand what she goes through. And baby girl, if you're out there and you're hearing me, I hope you know that your brother loves you. And your brother can't beat himself up. He just got to beat the ground running. Just like you got to beat the ground running. And you're strong. Stronger than you know. And highly intelligent. The main and only thing I talk about people to you, about you, is highly intelligent. I got my story for you. Maybe I'll save it for another time. But you are definitely, highly intelligent. And I want you to know that you're beautiful, baby girl. And I want you to know that you have a mind. So use it properly. You're stronger and you're smarter than you know. And the answers will always be inside of you. I don't mean to sound cliche. It's just that this little girl looked me in the eyes with the clearest glare, the clearest stare for a year and a half, almost 2 years. She didn't say one word. When she started talking, she said full sentences. And she said them with a controlled tonality and dialect. She spoke the words in sentences. Not only that, I said I wouldn't tell the story, but I'm telling it now, and that was part of it. Well, I ain't got to go more. But she's highly intelligent. She started to talk on her own terms. She didn't gaga Google anything. The only thing she did was laugh. She went from laughing to full sentences. This shit was divine, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It was divine. I've never seen that. I came from a family, and like, this is real talk. My mom's side, I came from a family of a multitude of kids. Like, my aunt had 8, my other aunt had 3, my other aunt had 3, my mom had 2. Like, we came from a big family and family friends. And nobody's kid went from blabbering words to fully speaking whole languages. I mean, not whole language, just like full sentences. It was the most crazy thing. Anyway, I'm gonna get out that. But I love you. I love you, Mitch. You keep your head up, and I will see you when I see you. Yeah. Love you. All right. To everybody else, let me. I'm back. You know, I don't want to harp on pain too much. I want to say this: if you are in love, if you are in a relationship, respect that person. You know, have a bond with that person. Have a communication with that person. But more importantly, make sure that person is equipped for themselves as well. Make sure that they're healthy physically. Make sure that they're healthy mentally. Make sure that you're reciprocating. You're giving them the energy that they give you. Make sure you're appreciating them. Make sure you're appreciating yourself. Make sure you're respecting yourself. And also make sure you're respecting that other person. Because when you don't, you can not only ruin things, but obviously you can lose things. I want to say things, people, emotions, feelings. Those are more than things, but I don't think it's anything wrong with the word thing necessarily. But it does have a minor type feeling to it. But definitely, if you're in a relationship, even if you're not, those that are around you, if there's anybody that you treat, not the most sweetest, if you could be a little bit more whatever, be it. Do it now. Because now is the time to be better. As well as not break people and not tear people down. We want to build people up. We want to leave things better than when we found them. We don't want to, If everybody did that, then the world would be a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm asking of you all, but if you all could definitely send some energy, send some guidance, or just some mindfulness this way. I need it. I'm thankful for it and I appreciate it. And I definitely will send it back. And yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if I'll add on to this. I probably won't. I'll probably just make it what it is and drop this off for you all. Wish I could go a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to just keep it with the consistency of anything. But more importantly, I want you all to remember to have fun. Yeah, a lot of things are serious. A lot of things are serious. They are. But more importantly, you have to have fun. You have to. You got to enjoy the process. Even when it's painful. I realize that laughter is like a baby angel throwing a ball of energy that hits your heart when you're in pain, that has the ability to transmute whatever you're feeling into something good. Because a good laugh that comes at a painful moment feels like a savior. And I hope and I wish a good laugh on you. I really do. Like, for real. Because, like, I want you all to be good, man. I want you all to be great. Because you're the world. Every time I walk out, when I get off this pod itself, I'm back out there with y'all. It's not out there. I'm here with y'all now. Like, it is what it is. But we're the world. Another thing. Let's grow this pod. Let's do it. Send it out to some people, if you want to. By all means, I don't want to force no shit on nobody. Me personally, I enjoy it more if you do it on your own accord. But yeah, I definitely want to grow. I definitely feel like I could be, you know, the whole process could be worth it to somebody. We all can learn to just be a little better. I definitely want to. Don't forget about Haritaki. Haritaki. I say Haritaki. Go get you some. Do your research. Read up on it. I'll always fill you in where I can, but always remember that every day your thoughts change your DNA. Your thoughts control whether you digest food at what rate. Your thoughts control the health of your body. The health of your body controls your thoughts. You are a biological technology. You're more than just a body. You can grow and recharge and heal and do a lot of amazing things. But you also have to give yourself and your body the chance. You can't let atrophy build up. You got to get moving. You got to move that energy through you. And not only that, you got to eat live enzymes. Drink clean, electrified, natural spring water. You got to take your time, and more importantly, you have to be patient with yourself. If you're having problems with other people, if you're struggling with other people, then there's a great chance on the level that you're not aware of, you're struggling and having problems with yourself. So be patient with yourself. Even if you don't even know how to or where to begin, it's okay. Just start with being patient with yourself. Because if you could be patient with yourself, you could be patient with others without even trying to. That's where it's the easiest. And more importantly, nowadays, where people need love and patience. I wish love and patience upon you. I wish love and patience upon the lover of my life. I wish love and, well, yeah, same shit. My girl. I wish love and patience, with my sisters, my brother, my family, my friends, you all, people I don't know. Like, I really wish love and patience for everyone, by everyone, because we all need it. So, with that being said, I definitely appreciate all of you all. I'm out here making some moves, and I definitely want to continue to grow. When I get a chance to do what I can and what I really, really want, y'all know, because I'm going to be doing it with y'all. So, more importantly, this is that Battle Way pod. This is your host with the least about emotionless, Mr. Bush. Thank you. I don't have to let you all go. I let you all go when I want. But I really, really enjoy talking to you all. I really, really enjoy you all. It's been more than enjoyable. It's been a learning experience, But more importantly, if I ever sound crazy, if I ever sound whatever, I would love to get the opportunity to have a live pod, and I'd sit down with my listeners. I'd sit down with you all, my ear hustlers, not my listeners, my ear hustlers, and I get you all. I definitely check out you all's opinion. I don't think I'm crazy. I don't think I'm that far off. I may have whatever quirks about me that time in life has done, but I believe since the cream has risen to the top, y'all fuck with me for a reason. So I'm just trying to make sure I manifest the power appropriately. More importantly, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you all more than you know. Love can love yourself. I gave a shout out to all the air hustlers. I gave a shout out to all the BTWs. Shout out to all the BBWs as well. Also, I'm not a supporter of the vaccine. I see a lot of this stuff out here in the world, and I even said earlier that I want to give COVID its own episode. But actually, I kind of don't though. That's what's crazy about it. I kind of don't. I know we've been in this shit for a while, and I haven't even really been talking about it. Just because we need an escape from bullshit. And that is bullshit. It's traps. It's lies. It's not even... But anyway, I'm going to get into it. I don't want to talk about it emotionally, because sometimes I get emotional about it when people are being duped. People are being misled. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You all are beautiful people. Your genetics come from thousands of years of like, you don't even know what, it's not even you, and I don't even want to put that on you, and I apologize for even coming at you that way. But just imagine, or just think about what number generation you are. Because as I've stated before, with sex, the rubbing of two bodies to create or maintain that same warmth that your parents once had, that's been around for eons and generations. And that has a power in it that this world doesn't understand. Shit, scientists in the world don't even know what humans truly are. Like, there's so many, what are we, where are we, but yet they try to act like as if they are in the knowing of things. But hey, I'm not trying to go there. All I'm saying is that I'm not a supporter. I believe that due to my voice and due to what I'm about, I owe that to the people that, you know, to the people that listen to me. I think there's a world out here that is slowly, they trying to starve people out and treat healthy people as if they're these whatevers. And it's coming down to the vaccinated and non-vaccinated, which sounds so bullshit. And it's all a mind game by America, because America already started the first mind game, which I was about to talk to women earlier. The first mind game is there is no American. It's either you either think like them or you don't. And to think like them means you'll speak like them, which means you'll think and see in the ways that they do, which is American. Another thing, ladies, I love ladies. Women, you all have to listen to me. This is a very truthful pod, and I say this because I care. I really do. Usually, I'm always coming from a black perspective. So am I talking to black women? Of course. I'm always talking to black women, black men and black women, for sure. But I believe if you are just a human being in general, and you can be infiltrated or influenced by the American spirit, because that's what it is. It's a spirit. It's a way of how people are. And I noticed that foreigners feel it in so-called Americans. But I'll say this, ladies. America is playing a game with your life, with your bloodline, and it doesn't give a fuck about you. Now, I'll say this. The reason I say this is because of this. The whole concept, you know what, I take that back. Because I gotta go. I gotta go in there deeper, and I feel like it's unjust. But I'm not gonna give up on this right here. A lot of people's emotions are being played. A lot of people's emotions are being used against them. A lot of women's nature is being used against women without women even noticing it. I don't know if it's social engineering or whatever the fuck it's called. But I'll tell you this. America is playing such a game on your heart and your feelings that even if a man, the term of a man so-called being with another woman is called cheating. Because in the game of getting ahead, it's cheating. When there is no game being played. And it's so weird, but black men went from slavery to a game that they never wanted to play in the first place. But they did want the women that they have and to love them and to build nations, not to just be able to go to a grocery store. They would like for their women to be safe, protected, and to be able to walk through a garden. The life that we're living now is so minuscule to what we could be. And I'm not saying we have to live barbaric. We can definitely live with technology. But nowadays, if you look at technology, first of all, we can't even say that's barbaric. We're actually more barbaric and stupid now. All this technology, who knows how to make it? Nobody knows how to make it. And on top of that, most technology uses people. People don't use it. And with the minds of Americans being very weak and mushy-minded, most things use people. People don't use things. There's not much discipline. And it shows. There's not much knowledge. There's not much connectivity. There's not much depth. And it shows. You all think that because you all get checks. See, we live in a world where the world is definitely very eerie and weird right now. Very eerie and weird. I can't really quite explain everything. But we live in a world that's very eerie and weird. And the reality is this: nobody should be doing what they're doing, probably. If you take out money out of a society and you implement systems and knowledge, you change a whole diaphragm of existence. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm reaching the limit. I'm not in my studio. I made it mobile today. But we will touch back on this more when I get back on the next pod. But ladies, I really want you all to just think about things. Think about who you are. Think about your nature. Think about a man. Think about a man's nature. Think about your friends. Think about your family. Think about growth. The reason I say that is because I think a lot of things are just built off fear. We all want our child to survive in the system due to money. Money makes us hoard for our own in such selfish ways that shouldn't be. Even the things people think about, the condition people's bodies are in, the things people do despite the condition of their body. People don't have time for sunlight. Most people working a 9 to 5 in the office don't have time for sunlight. Fresh air on their face. A conversation with a new person. We say stranger, but usually a new person is usually fucked up. So when they're fucked up or they become problematic, they become a stranger. But we're already putting that notion. We have to do better. I'm gonna get out of here. I love you all. I really do. I really do. And I love these talks. We about to get more into it. But I want to say this is that By the Way pod. I love you all. Peace.